It's on HBO. At 7:30, Robin Williams brings the bard to the schoolyard. Shakespeare, The Animated Tales, Julius Caesar. At 8, Every Woman Needs a Little Black Dress, an HBO world premiere movie, Widow's Kiss. And at 10, a different take on Einstein's dreams. Meg Ryan, Tim Robbins, Walter Matthau, IQ. Julius Caesar, Widow's Kiss, and IQ. HBO is on tonight.
The following movie is rated PG.
Robin Williams introduces Shakespeare's legendary Julius Caesar with a twist. Stay tuned for Shakespeare, The Animated Tales, coming up next on HBO.
Next on HBO. Is Caesar becoming too powerful? A group of senators think so and plan to assassinate him in Shakespeare, The Animated Tales, Julius Caesar. Next on HBO. HBO Saturday nights. It's guaranteed new movies week after week. This Saturday, Jodie Foster, Liam Neeson, Natasha Richardson.
Don't be afraid.
Nell. February 3rd, Patrick Stewart. William Shatner.
Risk is part of the game. You want to sit in that chair.
Star Trek Generations.
I love it!
February 10th, Shelley Long, Gary Cole.
Dinner's ready?
The Brady Bunch movie. February 17th, Omar Epps.
I ain't no dumb athlete.
Lawrence Fishburne.
That remains to be seen.
Higher Learning. And in weeks to come, week after week, a new movie guaranteed. Saturday nights on HBO.
HBO invites you on a special journey through barriers and limitations to triumph and glory.
The first time I've ever heard an announcer call a black man an American was in the Smelling and Jola's fight.
The journey of the African-American athlete, based on the black experience rooted in the American dream. Premieres Monday, February 12th on HBO.
An appointment with eternity, and I don't want to be late.
It's a matter of life and death.
Let's go!
As Star Trek Generations launches a new movie cast and bids farewell to a sci-fi icon.
You say history considers me dead. Who am I to argue with history?
Well, it seemed to me to be a good dramatic idea when they suggested what they wanted to do.
The crew of TV's 7-season hit Star Trek The Next Generation takes center screen to stop a crazed scientist played by Malcolm McDowell from blowing up a star.
The star is going to collapse in a matter of minutes.
That'll destroy everything in this system.
And with help from a bend in time, 2 centuries of Enterprise commanders team up as William Shatner passes the movie baton to Patrick Stewart.
I take it the odds are against us and the situation is grim.
You could say that.
Sounds like fun.
I don't save planets under 50 million. I turn that over to other people. Anything over 50 million is my bailiwick.
The movie marks the big screen debuts of such much-loved TV characters as Brent Spiner's Data, the android who gets a heavy dose of emotion from a computer chip.
Oh, yes! I hate this! It is revolting!
More?
Please.
There's also Geordi, who sees through a heat-sensitive visor LeVar Burton says he's ready to shed after 7 years.
I think it's been very effective in terms of representing the science and technology of the future, and it's time to give the actor a break. Give him back his eyes.
Population?
230 million, sir.
Helming the Enterprise is former Royal Shakespearean Patrick Stewart as Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
We spent many hours talking about the script and talking about how certain things might be developed in it. And so, yes, I feel that I was given generously given a lot of time to make a contribution. But on the other hand, I don't know any other way to behave.
Captain of the Enterprise.
But the addition of Shatner's Captain Kirk gave at least one cast member some initial concern.
Some of us were dubious, I would say, I think, about that when we first heard. We kind of felt, you know, this is a next generation movie. Our show's been so successful, you know, why can't it just be our movie? But having seen it, it totally works. It works 100%, and it kind of does make the movie the transitional movie that it has to be.
Part of that transition is the much talked about final fate of Captain James T. Kirk.
Let's try and cheat death together.
It's the death of a cultural icon. And are you going to satisfy everybody? No. But can you do something like that? Can you take a step like that and remain true to the thing? You know? Yeah, sure you can.
You know, if Spock were here, he'd say that I was an irrational, illogical human being for taking on a mission like that.
One hard part for Shatner was leaving the series without two comrades, Leonard Nimoy and DeForest Kelley. The two turned down roles in Generations after saying their farewells in Star Trek VI.
I felt I was without my right arm, without Leonard and DeForest. Then I looked down at my shoulder, and by George, my arm was missing. Both of them were part of the joys of making Star Trek, and so it was somewhat. I was somewhat disappointed.
But Stewart says filmgoers won't be let down by the new Enterprise crew.
We see the next generation cast as being a very accomplished group of actors, where each one of them could clearly lead a movie on their own.
Who am I to argue with the captain of the Enterprise?
We're in good hands.
Warp 1, engage!
Next on HBO. Is Caesar becoming too powerful? A group of senators think so and plan to assassinate him in Shakespeare, the Animated Tales, Julius Caesar. Next on HBO.
It's the final season of Dream On, and HBO wants to know, how do you think the series is going to end? Will Martin remarry? Will Judith defrost her husband? Will Toby finally be replaced? HBO...